What's good, everyone? We're here for the AAB Week 6, and they have a scary team. We're against Gabe, by the way. Scary team, no Kingdra is really nice, so that was one of their Terra captains. No Sanaconda, so no Terra on their side at all. Lugia is annoying for sure. Klefki is the Pokemon that I'm most worried about, if I'm going to be honest. Iron Thorns can also be scary. I do have my Alomomola Terra Electric with Shucca Berry, which should be able to shut down a lot of that stuff. And I do like to lead and Terra that Pokemon off the bat, because then it gives me a free switch into the Klefki later on. So that's kind of the idea of that thing. And versus this team, it seems like a free lead. If we see Hippo lead, I might not Terra, just because I don't need to early on. Especially, I guess there's no Kingdra, or Milotic. Man, this is actually a pretty nice team to go up against. No Mew as well. Man, this guy brought some crazy stuff, for sure. But yeah, I think we should be okay here. We might just see them go full spike stack and everything. But we can also stack them back because they have no Spinner or Defogger on their team. And my Tentacruel gets up T-Spikes versus them, and it looks really nasty. So good luck, have fun to my opponents. I also really love how my Pheasantipede looks here without the Mew to be able to stop that. As we do see Hippo, I feel like this thing probably just wants to get up hazards. Hip out on. Like an Earthquake, if I do end up tearing, it's not the end of the world. I guess there's no real need to Terra right now. So I'm just going to flip. They're going to withdraw. So it could have Terra'd. This is fine though. Maybe we see P2 because regen, but no, they go out to Klefki here. That's interesting. All right. I mean, I'm just going to go out to my Tentacruel, and we are going to get the freest Toxic Spikes up ever. We're going to get the freest Toxic Spikes. Their team is going to be heavily hindered by this, as long as they don't T-Wave me and get the full para here, which would be annoying, not the end of the world. Also, could have gone out to Darkrai there, but I like it later in the game. So we are just going to T-Spike. They're going to withdraw again, so beautiful. This is a great start. We see Komao come out now. So this Pokemon could be a threat if they are the setup variant. Right? That is definitely something I have to worry about. Are you Overcoat? You are Overcoat. I mean, I do have a Pheasantipede. I have Aloe. I mean, I guess I could just go straight out to Aloe here. And I can click Alluring Voice versus them, which should do a decent bit. Also Psycho Boost in the back. And we have Terapagos in the back that can do damage. Honestly, I'm probably just going to flip turn out here. I don't think they can threaten me with too much. We do see them just Clanger Soul. So it's a big threat, right? It's definitely a big threat because I let them in for free. Are you going to be the Throat Spray variant as well? Komao. Yes, you are Throat Spray. So you're +2 special attack, +1 in everything else. The annoying thing about the Sandstorm is I can't just freely go to Terapagos. But they're not soundproof, right? We know they're Overcoats. So I could go Alluring Voice with Aloe if I would like. I also could go out to Pheasantipede. Pheasantipede Moonblast does just 1,000,000,000% to them. Yeah, I mean, Pheasantipede Moonblast. If they are Flash Cannon, let me just check that out. Flash Cannon never knocks out my Fez. So I'm just going to Moonblast. And it should be able to knock them out from this range. We're going to take a little bit of the Sandstorm damage, but we're going to heal it all back up. Yeah, as long as I don't get crit here, which, I mean, knowing me, it might just straight up happen. We don't die to Flash Cannon. We don't die to Boom Burst from +2. They are just going to Boom Burst. And they do crit me, but I live barely. My goodness, I called it. I knew it was going to happen. And this is one of my best Pokemon in the matchup. It's just gone now because it's going to die to the Sandstorm, unfortunately. But at least we didn't die to that crit. Wow. That was, if they're just max Timid, then it was a 37.5% chance to just straight up Okomi. Well, that worked. I'm just going to go Aloe. Man, if they were modest, I wonder 94% chance to Okomi. So you go Porygon 2, which is annoying. Definitely annoying. They are going to get poisoned by my T-Spikes, though. They're going to download as well, so not Trace. I think Trace was the better one in here. I think we just Terrastalize for the Thorns in the back, and I'm just going to Flip Turn out. I think Terrastalize makes a ton of sense here, just for what it looks like in the late game with the defensive typing. And it's really nice because I can always freely swap it into Klefki. Yeah, I'll just click it, and there's a good potential that they could be clicking Thunderbolt on this turn. Because if they're Trace, it seems like this thing should be more offensive. Porygon 2. I mean, no matter what, they're not really going to do very much to me. As we are faster. So they are minus speed. Or they're just Trick Rooming here. Which Trick Room's a fair strategy if they want to go for it. I think it makes sense for me to just, like, pivot into Tentacruel. Because I'm, you know, decently Spadef. Because it's Charge Beam. Okay. So they are just minus speed nature, which good for them. I didn't go 0 speed IVs, but they're potentially 0 speed IVs at this point. What do we do here? A Charge Beam doesn't do very much. I guess I don't really do anything to them if they're specially defensive. So I will just flip. I think I can freely flip back into Aloe. And I can just kind of do the cycle. They're going to withdraw. So we get free momentum here. We see the Hippo. Hippo comes out, it gets poisoned, so no heavy duty boots. And this is just great for me. Sandstream goes on. Was that 8 turns? I don't think it was. And there's no reason for them to be the Rock in this. They're Rocky Helmet. So that is the Rock. I guess it makes sense to try to break the shell on Terrapagos. I can definitely see them having it because of that. And right now I'm really thinking about going Darkrai. Hippowdon. I mean, they really don't do too much to me. I can Nasty Plot and then I Oko it with Ice Beam the turn afterwards, which is what I really like here. So I'm going to go out to the Darkrai. The worst case scenario would be just getting Whirlwinded here, which honestly would not be that bad. It would only be bad if they got Terrapagos, but if they got literally anything else, I would be in a decent position. So I'm just going to plot up here. They are going to stay in. So maybe Whirlwind, maybe Stealth Rocks, maybe EQ. Any of these are fine. As it's Yawn. Okay, that was worst case scenario for sure. Yeah, that's quite annoying. Now, are you going to stay in? Are you going to switch out? What are you going to do on this turn? You have pretty free Earthquake into my team. I could end up going Terrapagos, getting my own Stealth Rocks up in this game, which could be nice to just chip down everything. Save my Darkrai for later. Or I can just claim a KO, but if you go Klefki, then it's unfortunate. I'm going to make the Terrapagos play. I think you're going to go Klefki, but this covers whatever you want to do. They're going to be able to break my Terra Shell, but if they Earthquake here, then I'm getting good use out of it anyways. They do withdraw, so it's going to be Klefki coming out for sure. No, it's Iron Thorns. This is great. Yeah, I mean, this Pokemon, it could be very offensive into me. And without the Terra Shell, it will be nice. Their Quirk Drive, okay. Quirk Drive attack. So booster energy attack. So they're going to be able to do a decent amount of damage, but an Earth Power will knock them out no matter what, basically, at this point. So it's just a free click for me. They're going to Dragon Dance in my face. So they're going to get +1/+1, but this Earth Power is just going to smack them. If they're max HP, they might be able to live, but I'm pretty sure the poison takes them out afterwards. Ooh, you are very HP and maybe some Spadef invested. But I think I should always live this hit that comes out here. We know they're not Resto Chesto. I'm just going to Stealth Rock. Yeah, I'm just going to Stealth Rock here. We see Supercell Slam. We should live. Yes, we do. Beautiful. And we're just going to rock up in their face because I am very greedy. But I have the Deoxys in the back that can E-speed. Sandstorm goes down, and the Iron Thorns just goes down to that poison. So huge T-Spike. And now we have our Stealth Rocks up as well, which means I'm annoying into their team. And honestly, I don't know if there's anything they can do at this point. I really don't. It's probably just going to be basically over. You're going to go Klefki. They can potentially get up screens. I guess if this guy is Iron Defense Calm Mind, it could be scary. Yeah, Iron Defense Calm Mind could definitely beat me. I've ran that set multiple times. I'm just going to click Earth Power on this turn, as they are just light screens, so we don't have to worry about that. Earth Power comes out. Doesn't do too much. I really want to go Darkrai here because I have the Brick Break and the Weakness Policy. I feel like we might see T-Wave come out, and if I catch that on the Prankster, then it'll be beautiful. That would absolutely be beautiful. Left key. Metal Sound. Okay. Metal Sound, I see you. I am just going to Brick Break the screen right here. Every time. You're going to attack me with that, with whatever move. We get a big crit there. You're going to Draining Kiss. That does nothing. And it's going to activate my Weakness Policy. So now I'm +2/+2. Dark Pulse does 50% to this Pokemon, which is insane. I mean, that's physically defensive. It does look like they might be physically defensive. I'm just going to Dark Pulse on this turn. You do not end up light screening, which is great. Wow, you take so much. Going to Draining Kiss me again. That looks like a crit. No, it's not. Well, now it's kind of like a 50-50. Are you going to light screen? I think you should. But you could also live this. Do you live? You do not. So we're just going to pick up the KO. I think light screen was the play for them because I think now Darkrai is just going to sweep the rest of their team. Weakness Policy with Brick Break is pretty fun. I was cooking with that set. As they go P2. Porygon 2. I mean, this thing might eat a hit. Actually, you should definitely eat a hit. But I can flinch them. If I flinch them, then it's GG's. Yeah. I mean, it's GG's going to be anyways. They're going to try attack me, pick up the KO. But I can go out to Deoxys now. I can freely knock off versus them. Knock off definitely Okos at this point as well. So yeah, I'll make that play out into the Dio. And what else do they have in the back at this point? They have Hippo for sure. And, oh, they have a Lugia. They still have a whole Lugia in the back. I kind of forgot about that Pokemon. I'm just going to knock here. They're going to give me this Pokemon. I was counting my eggs before they hatched. The Lugia is a scary Pokemon. For sure. If they want to go Hippo... If they go Hippowdon, they should die to a Psycho Boost. As they do go Hippo. I mean, I just have to land a Psycho Boost versus this thing and it's completely dead. So, I'm just going to go for it. Hopefully we don't miss and get even more unlucky. If we do, it could be bad. But no, we hit because we're goated. And the Hippo just straight up dies. Beautiful. We're going to be -2 special attack now into the Lugia. So this Pokemon can be a threat. It definitely can. But if they take that Rocks, if they end up taking Rocks, then knockoff into the Sandstorm should just knock them out. So we'll see. Are you Boots? You are not. You are not Boots. This thing also could be Scarf and outrun me here, but it's just a knockoff every single time. We don't quite get the KO, but you're going to die to Sandstorm. You're leftovers. And Aeroblast will knock me out. You just click Recover, which is fine. With no item here, you're taking 43 to 51. if you're Spidef, which it looks like. I mean, it just looks like a dirty roll. So I'm just going to keep clicking knock. We do just pick up the KO on that one. No crits needed. GG's to my opponent. Couple KOs from the Deoxys. The weakness policy Darkrai worked out really well. And I think that's a 4-0 for us, which is really nice. Padding our stats at the top of the league. We moved to 6-0 plus 20, which is huge. We've also already beaten like 3 of the 4-1 teams. So we're in a really good spot. I think they were like 3-2 going into this game. So they were definitely in that competition as well. So I'm looking really good. Still have another 4 weeks in this one because it's an unusually long season. But I feel really good about it so far, and hopefully we'll be able to stay undefeated through the entire time. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.